ask you this, because I've actually never thought about this, but what do you think is more important? A script that is just unbelievable, but yet the director is not good in a room, let's say? Does everybody know what that means? Like, when you walk into a room and you're interviewing talent, they're interviewing you, actually. If you want them, that means everybody else in town wants them. So how are you going to convince them that you're somebody who's going to actually direct something that's of quality, right? Because every one of these guys has had to make a decision, right? Am I going to do Bryan Singer's little movie, you know, Usual Suspects? Am I going to do this? Because there's a lot of bad versions of what those movies become.
True, like Bryan Singer had the movie before.
I know, Public Access.
Right. I'm talking about the first movie.
Your first movie, you're right. Bad example. So, but we could, there's literally hundreds of, you know.
Rian Johnson. Right.
Rian Johnson, Brick, exactly. There's other examples in terms of, you know, people we could point to. Is it more important for the script to just be amazing, or what do you, or is it more important for the director to be amazing?
From which aspect?
Attaching talent.
It's a trick. You want the script to be, you want the script to be good, because if the script is not, doesn't matter how talented the director is, if the script is not good or doesn't intrigue certain agents or certain actors, you'll never get them to the room.
Yep.
So, but I think, again, I don't think it's one or the other. Really, for a first-time filmmaker, you almost need to have both.
Yeah.
And again, you have no idea, nobody really knows what intrigue, you know, somebody will write a script that I think is great, but somebody else is not going to respond to it. So it's really, I think you really need both for when you're making your first movie. But definitely having somebody who's great in the room, and again, this is where when I'll talk to an agent, and the more I have track record, the more I know the agent, and I say, listen, you really need, like there's certain movies where I said to the agent, do me a favor, just get this actor into a room with this director, and then after that, let him read the script.
Yeah.
And it worked. Yeah. You know, because I knew that the script necessarily they're not going to respond to the script if they read it cold. Yeah. But after they made the director, they went and read the script. They said yes because they made a director.